Thank you so much for buying my personal finance tracker. Now, this tracker is a very simple income expense tracker that you can use to track how much is coming into your account, how much is going into your account, how much you're saving, how much debt you've paid. Overall, is this a 12-month tracker plan which you can use to track the inflow and the outflow of your money. Now, the moment you click on make a copy, the moment you download the template and click on make a copy, you're going to see this. And now this warning is going to pop up. Is normal. This is because some of the formulas we used here, you need to allow your the templates to receive permission, to use those formulas. So you can click on allow access. Then the moment you allow access, everything would organized. If you can see now, this is where you customize the template. If you're starting in the month of January, you don't have to change this. But if you're starting in the month of February, March, April, you can change it here. You click on this drop down. You can pick any month you want to start with, and the white area are the only places that you can customize. But you see this gray area, you can't customize it, you can't touch it because there are formulas embedded in it. So the moment you click on any month, say for instance you pick March, automatically this table would be rearranged so that it would be a 12 month, so that it will be 12 months. So since we're starting with January 2026, and you can pick any currency you want. I am using Naira. Yeah, I'm from Nigeria, so I'm using Naira. But depending on the country you are from, you can just select your country code, and the currency symbol would change automatically. So I am from Nigeria. You can just type it. You can also type it. Yeah, then it will change. So when you're done setting up customizing this, that's picking the date that you start, the month they're going to start with, you can then, the next stage is to come to the expected and annual overview. Now this is completely empty. So what you will do is, if you have multiple streams of income, you input them here. Now if you take a look at this, is just your annual overview. If with this you can just have an idea of, okay, how much income came into your um how much income you made, how much expenses, how much debt you paid, and how much savings you made. And then if there is any money left, you'll see the total money for 1 month. So I will be using the month of January to explain how this template works. As I said earlier, these gray areas is not meant to be edited, only the white areas. So if you have multiple streams of income, you start by imputing the names of your multiple streams of income. So for instance, if you have salary earner, I type in salary, and then if I have other side gig, say if I have other or if I have other source of income, say side gig, sorry, side gig. Maybe I'm also a trader. I do crypto trading or any other thing. You can add it here. Trader. And if there's any other thing, if you do OnlyFans, you can just include it here. Let me include it. I'm not doing OnlyFans, so but in case you are OnlyFans, so now this expected is how much are you expecting to make in the month of January? So for my salary, I can say, okay, I am expecting to be paid 80,000 naira. And then for my side gig, I'm expecting to make 100,000 naira. And then as a trader, I'm expecting to make say 300,000 naira. And then from my OnlyFans, let's put 500,000 naira. Now basically this is the estimated amount I'm going to be making in the month of January. So if you notice that under the difference, The figures here are red, which basically means that you've not made anything yet. Your accounts are not balanced. Now, if you make more than you expected, it will turn green to show that you've made surplus. So now let's go to my expenses. Okay, for my expenses, I'll say okay, data, transportation, transport, um, eating out, foodstuffs, cosmetic, cosmetics, and any other thing, any other one you want to add. If you find out that, oh, that this space is not enough, you can come here, right click and insert above or below your choice. Now make sure that when you are inserting any row, it should be between it should be between the first and the last. It should be between the first and the last. So in my how much am I expecting to spend for my data? Let's say I'm expecting to spend say 30,000 naira. Then for my transportation to work, I'm expecting to spend say 40,000 naira. Eating out, okay. Oh, 40, not 400. 40,000 naira. 40,000. Eating out say 40,000 also. Foodstuff say 50,000. Then my cosmetics say 20,000. Now, if you notice that in this side it is green, basically it is telling us that, oh, okay, you've not really spent anything yet. So then, let's say I have a debt to pay. Say I'm owing O cash some amount of money, and then I'm owing I don't know which other loan. Let's say credit cards. I have some credit card bills to pay. So for my whole cash, I said, okay, I'm going to pay all cash 15,000 naira for this month, and then for my credit card, let's say I'm going to pay 20,000 naira for this month. Then we come down to the saving aspect. Okay, I want to buy Amazon stocks. I want to buy a S&P 500, and then I also want to save some cash. So how much Amazon stocks do I want to buy? Say let's say 20,000. S&P 500 say 50,000, and then the cash that I want to save you maybe 30,000. Now, the moment you filled this, you don't need to do any other thing for the month of January. As you can see, the gray side will take care of itself. So then you go to the first month, which is January. Let's say okay, on the 1st of January, okay, let me explain this first. If you go up to here, which is the summary, you will notice that okay, you're expecting to make 980,000 naira in the month of January based on what you imputed here. Based on your input here, all the calculations is being made. So you're expecting to make 980,000 naira. You're expecting to spend 180,000. You're expected to pay your debt of 35,000 and then save 100,000, and then you will now have a total money that will be left to choose 665,000. Obviously, I'm supposed to do more than this, but okay. So let's say on the 1st of January, you receive your salary, which is an income. Now, if you noticed, coming back here, under your income, you were the one that imputed salary, side gig, trader, Oliphant, right? So now, when you select income in the type, and then you come to the category and you select, you will see, and when you click on the drop down in the category, you will see all the things that you wrote here. All the things you wrote here would be reflected here automatically. So you don't have to worry about that. So say salary. And also if you notice, the moment you put the date, say the 1st of January, it would automatically tell you the day and the month and the date in number form. So let's say I collected my 80,000 naira salary, very poor. And then you can then put description salary. It's your choice. Now, the moment you come to the actual, you notice here that 80,000 naira has been imputed in your actual. And if you go back to your expected, you see that here in the actual for salary, 80,000 naira has been included. So say, and you note and here, and then you can see here your account is balanced. And now let's say, okay, you also got another, you got paid again, they upped your salary the next day, you got a bonus, and then you also want to include it in salary in the salary side. Sorry, salary, and maybe you add a bonus of 20,000 naira. And I can include this as bonus. Then when you come to the expected and annual overview, you notice that the total money you made in January pertaining to your salary is 100,000 naira. You add extra 20,000 naira. So this will track all the extra money that you have. So let's say on the third, you bought data, which is under expense. Because if you come back to this, under your expense, you have your data, your transport, your eating out, your food stuff, and your cosmetics, right? Yeah. So your data plan, and then let's say I spent 20,000 naira on data plan, monthly data plan that does not reach monthly. Now, it's not a must for you to write the description, but the description is just for you to know what you spend the money on. So now, if you go back to your annual overview, to your expenses, you say, okay, you spent 20,000 naira out of the 30,000 that you budgeted for data. So you have 10,000 naira remaining. Same thing for transport, say on the fourth, you paid transportation to work. Sorry, it's taking time to load. My network is slow. You pay your transport to work. Say you paid 4,000 naira. Say to Lekki. So the moment you come here, you notice you paid 4,000 naira. You have a balance of 36,000, right? Yeah. So let's say, okay, you finally paid your you find you that same day you paid your debts, right? Yeah. Sorry, my network is slow. So Okash, you paid the 15,000 naira. You can put anything there, paid. And when you go back to your debt, you see that you have settled it. You settled your debt. So the only money that is remaining, the only money that is remaining for you, the only debt that is remaining for you to settle is your credit card debt, which you can see here. And then let's say now you also want to save. Say I want to save some cash. If you notice, as I put fifth, it shows that it's on Monday. Sorry, it's taking a while to load. Say I want to save some cash and to save 5,000 naira in piggy vest. So if you now go back to your annual overview, you see that you saved 5,000 naira and you need to save 25,000 naira for the account to be balanced. So you can continue to fill up like that. And then if we now go to the annual overview, you can see here the total money that came into your account was 100,000 naira. Total money that you spent was 39,000. The total money that you save is 5,000, and the total money that is left here is 56,000. So this would make it easy for you to know how much came into your account in a day, in a month, how much you spend on your expenses, how much you spent in debt, and how much you save. So I hope this is clear. So please, if you go through all the months, the moment you include anything in the moment you start filling in each month, it will reflect in the annual overview. So you can scroll through down to December, and then yeah, this is the last month, which is also December. So any month you pick here will automatically reflect in all the months here accordingly, so you don't have to worry about it. So please try as much as possible not to interact with the gray areas. Please try not to interact with the gray areas so that you won't end up breaking the code. Thank you very much. I hope this helps you out to be able to plan your income, your expenses, your debt, and your savings, and know how much is coming into your account and how much is going out of your account, going out of your pocket every month. Thank you very much.